Hey guys, welcome back again. So in previous video we learned how we can add our data. So in this video we are going to learn how we can retrieve that data. So basically we are going to retrieve our data from Firebase to display it in our application. Okay, so let's jump back to our video. So here this is the previous videos tutorial. So I will just simply go to activity main, and now what we're gonna do is read the particular data and display it over something over here. Okay, so what we will do, we will create another text view with match parent, it as wrap content. We will provide id as display data, as display data will be my id. Margin, I will add 20 dp of margin. Provide a text size that is 20 sp. Then text alignment should be okay. I think we this is the basic. And what we will do, we will create copy this button. We will name it as view data, and basically do it on our what we can say, um, on our on click function, like whenever the activity loads on create thing. But for our better understanding, we will do it with the help of button itself. Okay, so we will provide margin to both the buttons. Okay, so it will something look like this. Now what we're gonna do, with same, we will do one thing. We will add our button as view data, and we will add one text view object, text view display data. Okay, so we will do same with finding the id, or dot id dot view data. So if you are thinking why it is done, why we should have to do the find view by id, go check out my previous videos. In that I have covered all basic things required, why it is done, and things. Okay. So we have done with all the variables. What we're gonna do, like same, add data is used for adding our data button, and view data button will be used to display our data. So set on click listener, new view dot. Okay, so whenever we click on this particular button, data should be displayed. Okay, so for that, now what we're gonna do, we will use the reference variable. Reference is nothing but the path of our Firebase, right? So in that we have created one child, right? So at particular thing we have created data, this node, as you can see over here. Okay, so there are different method, like for single value event listener, for value event listener. So these methods of Firebase will help to understand or read the particularly data for our particular need. So here we have like a single value, so we can go with the single value listener and new value event listener. Okay, so it will give us two different methods. One is on data change and on data cancel. So we are only working with on data change. So here you need to understand the basic functionality or basic meaning of JSON structure data. So here you can see this is my key and this is my value. So it is called as key value pair. Okay. So when we retrieving the data, if we retrieve the key, we will get this field, and we will retrieve the value of this key. It will retrieve our data. Okay, so for that currently we are into our on data change method. It retrieves the snapshot. Okay, so snapshot contains our value, so we wanted to display it on our data or text view, right? So we will just simply do it like display data dot set text, and what we want to do here, snapshot dot get value. So get value function requires one particular object class to be filled. So it asks what type of your data is retrieved by you in from the Firebase. So currently we are retrieving string type, so we will just simply pass string dot class. In the future, while developing the multi uh, a huge amount of data will be there, so at that time you need to create your own classes of data. Like now suppose we have student data in our database, so you need to create a student data class first in Android Studio. So it may contain id, student roll number, student name, student parent name, student standard, etc. kind of thing. So we will cover also those things in future videos. For right now, I think this is the basic thing. Okay, so I think this is enough. Let's test our application if we are retrieving any data or not. I have like as told, it will run fast in the next attempt. So when I click on view data, nothing is happening, right? Let's see what is the issue. Okay, as you can see, hello data will be appeared. There is some network issue, that's why it will take some time. Okay, so as you can see, and if we change the data, like what you can say, new data. Okay, first let's see. As you can see, hello data is there. When I add new data, so basically here new data will be displayed, but as you can see it is not changed because we implemented the on click functionality. So when we again click on view data, our new data is displayed. As you can see, our data will be displayed easily. So it is the easiest way to retrieve our data from database itself. So now in future you have some data which has having or changing the real time in the background itself. So at that time we can also implement a few different methods of Firebase, so that we can just retrieve the real time data. Like if we change it over here, it will reflect directly over your particular display part, right? So this is nothing but the retrieving of data in the easiest way. So I will literally give you a simple walkthrough again. So basically reference is our reference to particular link or Firebase reference. Then we are created one child, that is data, because we have stored our data in the child itself. And then we use the add listener for single value, because we are currently only retrieving a single value. And then we use the value event listener. In that we get two methods, on data change and on cancelled. Okay, so on data change means when the data will be retrieved, or at the real time the data will be changing side by side, so this method is known as on data change. And on cancelled is used whenever the data is not available, or if there are any occurs while retrieving the particular data, it will show the our error, right? You can see here database error part is also there, we can implement that one also. And to display our data in the text view, we have simple method called set text, and with the help of string class we are uh, saying that like my value is type of string, so that return me the string value, and we are displaying it our in text view itself. So yeah, that's it for this video for retrieving data from Firebase, and we will soon meet in the next video.